Have you ever walked into your neurologist's office with a meticulously prepared list of questions, only to walk out 15 minutes later? Feeling like you just went through a car wash on a unicycle, you're dazed, a little damp for some reason, and you're pretty sure you missed something important. The doctor's office can feel like a high-stakes speed dating event where you're trying to discuss the future of your central nervous system before the bell rings. Today we're talking about how to bring up biomarkers and personalized therapy without sounding like you Googled your way into medical school at 2 a.m. And no, you do not have to be a scientist to have this conversation. Let's be real for a moment. The old way of treating chronic illnesses like MS felt like throwing darts in a dimly lit room. Doctors had to rely on big, obvious signs, a major relapse, significant changes on an MRI. It was a reactive approach. That's like waiting for your house to be on fire before you install a smoke detector. The game has completely changed. MS treatment is no longer a one-size-fits-all subscription service. We now have tests that detect subtle activity and nerve damage long before symptoms. These tests, called biomarkers, act as an early warning system. They give a deeper, real-time look at disease behavior. It's the difference between navigating with a real-time GPS and a paper map from 1998. If you don't bring this up, your plan might stay on autopilot, a huge missed opportunity. Sticking with an underperforming treatment lets silent damage accumulate and can affect long-term brain and physical function. This conversation shifts care from reactive to proactive. Asking about biomarkers can change your care. All right, let's talk about the word biomarker. It sounds sci-fi, but the concept is simple. A biomarker is something we can measure in your body that tells a story about your health. Think of them like your car's dashboard lights. You don't need to be a mechanic to know a warning light means pay attention. In MS, biomarkers are your body's dashboard lights, measurable signs of disease biology. Most common, MRI. It shows new or enlarging lesions in your brain or spinal cord. Classic activity biomarker. Newer, neurofilament light chain or NFL, a marker for nerve damage. Damaged nerve cells release it. Rising levels can flag ongoing damage even without symptoms. Tracking B-cell levels helps gauge some therapies. Genetic markers are emerging for course and response prediction. Key takeaway. You don't need to memorize this. You just need one line to start the conversation. Can we talk about the biomarkers we're using to track my MS? That's the key that unlocks the whole discussion. Stick around. I'll give you the exact phrases to say. Also, quick tease. I'll drop a downloadable question sheet later. If biomarkers are great, why hasn't your neurologist been talking your ear off? It's a fair question. Appointments are short, about 15 minutes. History, scans, reflexes, side effects, notes. It's an insane sprint. Access and guidelines matter. NFL is strong in research, but newer in routine practice. Some systems or insurers limit coverage. Doctors may avoid suggesting tests that spark big bills or denials. They're trained to balance benefits, risks, cost, and anxiety. For some, annual MRIs suffice. Adding a test might not change care now. We're not attacking neurologists. By asking, you're not questioning them. You're asking to be included. And yes, you can retire from Google Medical School for this visit. Curiosity beats cramming every time. This is the part you've been waiting for, that this is the gold. The key is to be curious, not confrontational. You're opening a door for discussion and not kicking it down. You're a partner, not a prosecutor. Keep your tone calm, friendly, inquisitive. Think asking for directions or not demanding a new engine. Try. I've been reading about how MS care is changing. Are there biomarkers we're tracking besides my MRI to see how my treatment is working? I'm curious about neurofilament light chain testing. Would an NFL test add any useful information to my care plan right now? Are we personalizing my treatment based on my specific disease activity profile? Or are we following a standard protocol? This all makes sense, but one more thing. If I were your cousin, is this the treatment you'd recommend for them? These invite reasoning, reduce jargon, and focus on decisions. Quick bonus. Grab the downloadable question sheet linked below to bring to your visit. Pick one or two lines you like. You don't need to read a script like a robot, just the general idea. If we run short on time today, could we schedule a brief follow-up call to finish this? Humor helps. You're collaborating, not competing. You will get the lines to say. You will feel prepared. You'll turn that short visit into collaboration. Personalized therapy. More than your name on the bottle. It's not luxury. It's logic. Tailor treatment to your disease, your body, your goals, your life, not the average patient. Options. Hit hard early with highly effective therapy to prevent damage, or start moderate and escalate if biomarkers or signs say you need it. Personalization includes monitoring, more frequent MRIs early, regular NFL tests, and data-driven tweaks. Anchor it to your goals, prevent relapses, preserve cognition, minimize brain volume loss, plan for family, your life goals matter. A personalized plan isn't just a prescription, it's a comprehensive strategy woven around you. Decoding your doctor. Look for green flags. Note yellow flags. Watch for red flags. Green welcomes questions, explains reasoning with data and trends, offers follow-up if time runs out. You feel your curiosity is a strength. Yellow, vague dismissals like, we don't need to worry about that without explanation or avoiding options. Gently press for clarity. Red, refusal to explain reasoning, defensiveness, or belittling your questions as Dr. Google. Feeling ignored or shut down is a major red flag. Different styles exist, but you must feel respected and heard. If red flags persist, it's okay to seek a second opinion. Your health is too important for anything less. Appointments are short. Be efficient and direct, politely. Get your main topic on the table immediately. Don't save it for the last 30 seconds.
Thanks for seeing me. I'm feeling pretty good overall, but I have one main thing I'd like to focus on today, being proactive about my long-term treatment strategy.
Have 2 or 3 questions on one page or your phone. Hand it over. These are the main things on my mind. This is helpful, and I see we're almost out of time. Could we schedule a brief follow-up call or telehealth next week, or point me to resources? That respect for time keeps your questions alive and turns a rushed ending into a plan. When you ask these questions, you are not being difficult or demanding. You're being an informed, engaged partner. Your neurologist is the expert on the disease. You are the world's leading expert on you. Your insights are essential. If your doctor uses a $5 word, smile and say, I'm going to need you to translate that into human for me. Most will appreciate it. You are the CEO of your body. Be kind, be curious, be firm in your pursuit of clarity. You can shape your care. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. What's the most confusing thing your neurologist has ever said? Or have you asked about biomarkers? Comment below. You've got this.